Portia Mansfield, one of the founders of Perry Mansfield Performing Arts Center, located in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. I'm here to tell you my story. I was born November 19, 1887 in Chicago, Illinois. I was really close to my dad, but he sadly passed away shortly after I enrolled in Smith College. I enrolled at Smith College in 1908. There, I met Charlotte Perry, one of my lifelong friends. In 1910, we decided to open a dance studio because people said that I was always dancing. Our career started when we taught ballroom during the winter first out of college. We were both inspired by the Rockies, so we decided to start our first studio in Eldora in 1913. There was bad climate, so bad that our food became inedible. It was windy, the afternoon storms often canceled our classes, and it was really freezing, especially at night. Also, the men from Denver would come and spy on our dancers. We had no privacy. So the next year, in 1914, we decided to move to Steamboat Springs, Colorado. When we first arrived, there was only one cabin. It was called Cabine, but the problem was it only had one room. There was also no solid telephone service, no transportation, but we were still optimistic about the camp turning out okay. Charlotte's brother Bob and his coal mining friends built most of the cabins still there today, and Charlotte and I built all the furniture. We had girls who had never camped there before, and they were living in tents. They were always complaining about how cold it was. But we still succeeded. However, Charlotte's dad would not let us continue. He thought that we were going to lose all of the money we made and fail. We didn't listen to him. People always said that I had an excellent knack for hiring teachers. And I guess they were right, because the teachers brought a lot of talent to Perry Mansfield, and they taught our students a lot. In 1918, we got our main lodge built. And in 1922, the main studio was built. This helped a lot. In 1924, we decided to add theater to the camp because Charlotte was really into that type of thing. In 1931, I created dance therapy. In 1940, we started offering college credits, and in the 1950s, we decided to include horseback riding to the camp. We also had the idea of adding boys to our camp, but that didn't come into play until much later. In 1957, the Julie Harris Theater was built, and in 1963, we celebrated our 50th year anniversary. Charlotte would always say that I danced around with dishes, and then my dances would go outside. I'd have to go fetch the dishes later. I would also do this with money, lots of it. I would hide it somewhere and then forget where. A couple years later, Martha Graham started teaching at Perry Mansfield. In our 80s, we finally started the boys' mountaineering camp. They really loved it. In 1941, during World War II, we built a women's tailoring program, and in 1955, our camp had an amazing reputation all across the country. In 1962, we started to think about retiring, but we decided to keep dancing, and in Charlotte's case, acting. In 1979, we made a video about our lives, featuring all the accomplishments we had. That year, I also broke my hip because I was still dancing. I was hospitalized. Then, as soon as I was released, I got sick with pneumonia. I passed away at the age of 91 years old. When you think of dancing, think of me, Portia Mansfield, one of the founders of Perry Mansfield.